First of all, so we'll start with the negatives. It wasn't to be.
I know, absolutely gutted. I think it's a bit of a weird feeling because we've just won a game 9-0 and yet we've all come off the pitch really like upset and gutted, and I think it's just we had to do what we had to do today, and we've done fantastically well, win the game 9-0 and put the pressure on Sunderland, but they've just showed that they were able to cope under the pressure and win the game. So yeah, it wasn't to be. It was in the hands of the gods. Unfortunately, it wasn't in our hands. You know, we've lost or drawn a couple of games this year that we shouldn't have drawn, and I think we've got to look back on that and reflect on that and make sure that doesn't happen next season.
Yeah, like I say, we've done our side of the bargain, so to speak. Quite a convincing performance, though.
Yeah, it was, and I think, you know, look at the positives from today. The fact that, you know, we were late because of traffic. You know, preparation probably wasn't the best, and yet we put on a professional performance. I think sometimes, you know, when you come to these places, bottom of the league, they've conceded a lot of goals. I think, you know, you can maybe start playing a different way, but we didn't. We tried to play the way that Gordon told us to play, and you know, it sort of worked. And obviously, we scored a lot of goals. But if it had come down to goal difference, we'd have been up. But unfortunately, you know, they got the win.
On a personal level, you've bagged another long-range strike.
Yeah. It's funny because I was like, why is everyone shooting from range? And then I thought, right, I'm having a go. And thankfully it went in. But yeah, I think quite a few people got on the score sheet today, and we got around the back quite a few times, you know, created quite a lot of chances. Could have been more. So yeah, we look at the positives, I think, from this season, but it's just really difficult to take at this moment in time. I think everyone's, you know, pretty gutted, and I think, you know, going home on the coach, I think everyone will be quite down, and it'll be quite a quiet bus journey home, I think.
Yeah, and despite that, it has still been a successful, if not eventful, season.
It's definitely been an eventful one, yeah, without a doubt. And I think, like I say, you have to take the positives, you have to reflect and say, you know, we've played well in certain games. Obviously, you look at the highlights, the likes of Man City, Sunderland, they've been massive highlights for us, and we've showed that we can compete with the best, but then we haven't been as I don't know what the word is, I don't know. We need to play when we play the game rather than the occasion. I think Gordon's kept going on about that, and we need to be consistent. And there's been games where we haven't been as consistent as what we should have been. Sunderland have been able to do that. So even if they've scraped a 1-0 win, they've managed to do it. Whereas, you know, we don't play too well and we end up drawing the game. So, and particularly you've got to look at Durham and Millwall. I think they're probably two games that we should have won this year.
No, is it just regroup and go again next year?
We have to, yeah. You know, we'll all have a break. You know, maybe people go away on holiday or just relax for, you know, a couple of weeks, and then yeah, straight back into sort of, you know, we'll go into pre-season again, probably sort of December, January time. But we'll have a few sort of meetings. We've got the end of season due, so we'll all get together then, and we've just got to keep the spirits high, because it's difficult. It's a difficult one when I think we wanted to believe that we were going to win the league. We wanted to believe that Sunderland were going to slip up. So when it doesn't happen, it's still quite, you know, deflating.
Cheers, Sue.